Statue of King Charles III of Spain, given to us by Spain in 1976, when we're celebrating the bicentennial of the founding of the mission in the city, in the Presidio of San Francisco de Asís. It was King Charles III that commanded Captain Juan Bautista de Anza to bring settlers into this area. He also wanted Alta California settled to keep the invaders out. He started with San Diego in 1769, and Father Junipero Serra came along to convert the Indians. Juan Bautista de Anza brought the first settlers into Alta California, into the Bay Area. And Charles III instructed the Viceroy of Mexico, Bucareli, to found presidios and missions along the coast of California. One of our heroes in San Francisco. But of course, politicians in the city don't feel that way. They banished him out to Lake Merced, where he sits now, right close to the ocean, not far from where Juan Bautista de Anza's statue is. His statue in 1976 stood in the Plaza of Civic Center and then at the bottom of Market Street in San Francisco. So the politics in San Francisco certainly are not what they should be. They're very to the far left, and they don't recognize our history as it really was. So our King, Charles III of Spain, he was a good man. Father Junipero Serra, known as the Apostle of California and founder of 9 of the 21 California missions. His statue is at Statuary Hall under the dome in the House of Representatives side of the Capitol in Washington, D.C. He is co-founder of Mission San Francisco de Asís, 1776. Our hero for California. Commissioned by the King and the Viceroy of Mexico, King Charles III of Spain, and Bucareli, Viceroy of Mexico, in the 1770s, 60s, and 70s to found missions in California, in Alta California. Our hero, Captain Juan Bautista de Anza, who brought 240 settlers from northern Mexico across the desert in Arizona, up along the coast of California to the Bay Area to found the Mission and Presidio San Francisco and the Pueblo of San Jose in 1776. The settlers were driving cattle, horses, sheep, and other farm animals. Took him 6 months to get here and established Mission San Francisco de Asís in 1776 and the Presidio. The names of the streets of San Francisco, the Hispanic names, are those first settlers: Moraga, Anza, Valencia, Castro, Bernal, Lopez, Peralta, and so on. The families of these settlers that came here with children, driving animals to establish the Bay Area and the city of San Francisco today. The statue of Juan Bautista de Anza, given to us from the people of Sonora, Mexico, the state of Sonora, Mexico, in 1967, which stood in the Plaza of Civic Center in San Francisco, and then at the bottom of Market Street, was banished by the politicians of San Francisco out to Lake Merced, where it sits today, at the end of Sunset Boulevard. But he is a founder of San Francisco in 1776. Mission San Francisco de Asís, built in 1791. 218 years old. This is the oldest building in the Bay Area. Mission also known as Mission Dolores. The mission was built by the Indians, the Ohlone and the Miwoks, and it was dedicated in 1791, in April of that year. The keys to this church are the official keys of the city and county of San Francisco. Our history. This painting came to San Francisco Mission, San Francisco de Asís, Mission Dolores, in the 1790s from the city of San Blas. You see San Jose, the protector of the missions of California. Two angels holding his cape up. He stands on the heads of angels. To the right, you see King Charles III, King of Spain. Behind him, you see Bucareli, the Viceroy of Mexico at the time. And to the left, you see the Pope in Rome, Pope Pius VI. This is part of our history. Students, when they see this painting, always think that King Charles III of Spain looks like George Washington. But the styles at that time were very much so what he's wearing, a powdered wig. Part of our history at Mission San Francisco de Asís, also known as Mission Dolores. Beautiful reredos at Mission San Francisco de Asís came here in 1796, came from the city of San Blas in Mexico, and has been here ever since. Right in the center above is San Miguel. The reredos is in Mexican Baroque. The gold on it is real gold, 23.5 karat gold. On the right, it's Santa Clara, and then St. Francis. On the left is San Joaquin, and a little St. Francis. On the bottom of the left is Our Lady, Mary, and on the right is her mother, Santa Ana. This altarpiece was requested by Father Junipero Serra to be made for this church back in 1784, but he died before it arrived here in 1796, and it has been here ever since. This altar came from San Blas in 1810. It's been here almost 200 years in Mission San Francisco de Asís. The center statue is San Jose, patron saint of the city of San Jose and Mission San Jose. To the right, San Bonaventura, who was a Franciscan and a cardinal, and missioned for him. On the left, San Juan Capistrano, who was also a Franciscan and a warrior. He fought during the Third Crusade. We're trying to keep the Muslims out of Europe in the 1450s, a mission for him in Southern California. Beautiful altarpiece in the style of classical revival. This other altarpiece came to San Francisco Mission San Francisco de Asís in 1810 from the city of San Blas in Mexico. The architecture is classical revival. In the center, you see San Antonio de Padua, who was a Franciscan, a mission built for him. He was a very holy man. You see Jesus coming out from the Bible and would stroke him on the cheek. He's also known as a saint of lost causes. On the right is San Francisco de Solano, a missionary to the Incas in Peru. And on the left, San Pascal, a saint from Spain who has no mission in California, but he is known as the saint of kitchens and cooking. Beautiful altarpiece came from Mexico, San Blas in 1810. And right here is a gravesite of Moraga, who was the first captain of the Presidio